if you continue to water down your truth and your message for people who you've not realized yet are never going to understand, not only will you fail to make them understand, you will also prevent those who are in genuine resonance with your truth from understanding and connecting to you, because you are no longer sharing your genuine, authentic truth. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be speaking about why you often feel overwhelmed and anxious about sharing your message, sharing your truth, your authenticity, your true opinions with others, and how to get past that. So I made a short about this, but I feel like it's very relevant to a lot of people. So I wanted to make a video going into this more in depth. The reason I've discovered many people, including myself in the past, have felt overwhelmed and anxious about sharing their truth is because we are often unconsciously attempting to tailor how we share our truth to people who we already know are not going to understand. So we are unconsciously preempting people not understanding, and therefore we are essentially burying our truth in disclaimers, over explanations, and we are going off down all of these avenues of that subject in order to attempt to maximize the chances of people understanding. And this causes a feeling of anxiety and overwhelmment, because not only are you attempting to do something that is literally impossible, it is impossible to make everybody understand, but you are also blocking your truth from actually coming out of you, because you are never actually sharing your truth. You are never actually expressing your genuine authenticity, because anything you do share is a watered down version. And so we're continuously feeling this dissatisfaction because we've not actually said or expressed the thing we want to say or express. And so what often happens to us when we're dealing with this unconscious pressure is we either obviously share a completely watered down version of our truth and our opinion, or we enter into a freeze state where we share nothing at all. So when we do actually manage to share something, but it's beneath all of these disclaimers and over explanations and random avenues you run down to maximize the chances of people understanding, and so the actual truth, your actual authentic message is buried, when we do share things like this, what it actually does is it disallows the genuine frequency of yourself and your truth from actually connecting with people who would resonate because they are of the same frequency. So it actually keeps us away from genuine connection with others. Something that really helped me realize that I have done this and that others are doing this is that when I have been writing a piece of my artwork, because I write music and poems, I noticed that those words come out of me very quickly and very easily. And yet, when I'm trying to write a post or something, when I'm trying to create something that is directed at others, it can often take me so long that nothing ever happens with it. And so it caused me to think, what is the difference between these two? And the difference is, with my art, there is zero attempt at making anybody understand. It is just pure truth and authenticity coming out of me exactly as it is. Whether with things that I intended for others to see, things that I intended to share with people, I would very often find myself getting lost down tangents of the subject, adding 100 unnecessary disclaimers to attempt to avoid misunderstanding, explaining the point from every possible angle, and procrastinating upon it to the point where I would end up sharing nothing at all. And the reason I would end up sharing nothing at all is partly because of being completely overwhelmed from attempting to do something that's impossible, but also because my original point had been entirely buried. With the things that are directed at people, there is an unconscious attempt and desire to make people understand. And so because that intention and pressure is not there with art, it would just flow out of me very easily and very quickly because there is no blockage, so the authentic truth was just flowing out of me freely. And although the desire to make others understand, the desire to have others understand us is not a negative thing in and of itself, it's very natural actually. Every single one of us human beings has a need for other people to understand us because one of our core drives is connection, the desire for connection. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with this. However, when we are not conscious with that desire to be understood, it can rule us and actually cause us to prevent connection. Because when we are in this place of diluting our message by 1,000 disclaimers and over explanations and going down all these random avenues that just dilute our message, what we actually do is bury our authentic truth, which therefore prevents connection with people who actually resonate with that truth. So although this desire to have people understand us is not negative, when it is unconscious, it manifests in a negative manner that actually causes us to prevent connection. So this video is absolutely not about rejecting and fragmenting that very natural, healthy part of you that wants understanding with others and connection. It's about having awareness with it so that it does not cause you to do things that actually prevent that thing you are desiring. Because if you want genuine connection with others, you need to be real. Because others cannot connect to the real you unless you are actually expressing that. And if you are still in this place of watering down your message to desperately make others understand, then you are not showing your authentic truth. You are simply showing a watered down version of it to make everyone like you, as opposed to connecting to the people that you are actually genuinely in resonance with and can therefore have a real connection with. Not everybody is meant to understand, and not everybody even wants to understand. But you are trying to make everybody understand because you are afraid of this moment where you share something and you get people who disagree, don't resonate, and even misunderstand. But in order to get past this, you are going to have to understand and accept that that is an inevitability. There is no way around that. There are so many humans on this earth. Not everybody is meant to get you. Everyone's into different things. Everybody understands different things. Everybody resonates with different things. It does not matter what you talk about. There is always going to be people who do not understand. Always. There is no way around that. It doesn't matter how many disclaimers you give, how many times you over-explain, or how many random avenues you go down to try and explain every possible angle to maximize the chances of people understanding. It's never going to happen. And this is why you are feeling so much anxiety and being so overwhelmed, because you are attempting something that is impossible. You are attempting something that is not even meant to be achieved. And another thing that is incredibly liberating, that helps us become more unapologetic with our voice and our truth, is realizing that not everybody even wants to understand, okay? Most people want to be right, not understand. Most people have no interest in understanding. They have an interest in being right. Okay, that may sound negative, but it is in fact incredibly liberating when you realize this, because it sets you free in a way. When you just realize not only that making everybody understand is impossible, but that also many people have an intention to not understand. It benefits many people to not understand you, because if people understand you, then with many things they have to admit they're not right, and not many people want to do that. It takes humility often to understand others, to genuinely listen to other people and understand their perspective. It takes humility, because it takes us admitting we're not right about everything. And not many people are in that place. So when we accept this, it liberates us with our truth and becoming unapologetic in our own voices and our own perspective. Something I've noticed, and I'm sure many of you will have had this experience as well, is that many times we try to explain something to somebody in hundreds of words and they just don't get it. And other times you can literally say something with just a few words and the person just gets it. You can just see it in their eyes, they just understand. Oftentimes you don't even have to finish your sentence, they just understand. And this is because some of us are in resonance and some of us are not. And if you are not in resonance, it does not matter how eloquently you share something. They are not going to understand, they are not meant to. They're on a different frequency, and that is okay. But if you try to make them understand, you will block your genuine, authentic frequency from resonating with those that are actually on the same page. Those who are actually resonate because they are of the same frequency. Those that would actually receive what you are sharing because they are in genuine resonance. You block that if you alter and edit what you are sharing to try to make the ones who are simply not in energetic resonance with you understand. If you continue to water down your truth and your message for people who you've not realized yet are never going to understand, not only will you fail to make them understand, you will also prevent those who are in genuine resonance with your truth from understanding and connecting to you, because you are no longer sharing your genuine, authentic truth. When we realize this, it allows us to become more unapologetic with our voice and our truth. Your ego is telling you that by doing these things, you are maximizing the chances of connection with others, when in fact, you are actually preventing it. You are always, no matter what you speak about, no matter what you share, no matter if you share or don't share, you are always going to experience people disagreeing with the things you do and say, so you might as well speak your truth. That therefore allows you to connect to the ones that are genuinely resonant with you. If you continue allowing this unconscious pressure to control you, you are going to continue to feel overwhelmed because you are not expressing your authentic truth. And you are going to feel exhausted because you are attempting something that is not only impossible, but that you are not meant to achieve. Not everyone is for you, and you are not for everyone. But if you want to connect with the ones that are for you, you are going to have to be real. You are going to have to get past all these things that prevent you from expressing your authentic truth. You are not maximizing your chances of connection by trying to make everyone understand. You are in fact preventing genuine connection, because genuine connection can only be found when we are being authentic and real. I really hope this video has helped you, and I apologize if you've heard my stomach rumbling the entire way through. I tried not to react to it, but it was pretty loud. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.